Welcome to the Transformational Coach podcast with me, Rhona Barton, giving you competence with confidence. And welcome to today's episode. This is episode 19, which is all about finding fulfilment. Now, this is the first in our series around the benefits of coaching. So if you've missed some of the previous aspects that we've talked about, feel free to pause this one and jump back and listen to some of the earlier episodes. Let's start this week, though, with a very simple, basic question. How are you? How's life going for you at the moment? For me, it's been a busy spell, really busy few weeks. Just getting my head round lots of different things that I want to be doing with my business and that I want to be bringing to the podcast. And I've we'll try that again, Rhona. This time we'll maybe put some teeth in. I have had and received some lovely feedback from some of you people out there, some of my listeners. So I want to say thank you very much for getting in touch, and also a huge welcome to some of my new listeners. According to my stats, you guys are now listening really right across the globe, from the UK, the US, Canada, Philippines, India, Ireland, South Africa, Germany, even all the way over in Australia, amongst other places. So thank you for joining me. I hope you are enjoying the content. Remember, you can get in touch with me either by leaving me a message via the anchor.fm site or dropping an email over to rhona@rbaalimited.com, or jumping on to my website, rbaalimited.co.uk or rhonabarton.co.uk, and contacting me that way. Otherwise, feel free to check out some of my social media accounts and get in touch via those. Okay, what we're thinking about this week. I've just mentioned that we're starting a new topic, which is all around the benefits of coaching. And our first subtopic, our first area to think about over the next few weeks, is all around finding fulfilment. So let me ask you this. What really matters to you in life? What do you value above all else? So I firmly believe that everyone has their own path, their own route to follow to happiness. And that everybody wants to feel happy, and each of us has different ways of getting there, and each of us have different things that make us feel happy and cause happiness in our life and brings happiness to us. So what is that for you? How could you take your values and live these more on a daily basis? Now, if you're not sure what your values are, don't panic. I've got you covered. If you go back and listen through, let me just find the right episode number for you. We talk a little bit about values in some of the previous episodes as well. So take a listen for things like goal setting, episode 3, episode 4, taking action and getting started, looking at decluttering your life on episode 7, your energy, passion and commitment, episode 9, procrastination, one of my favourite things, episode 11, as well as the likes of episode 14, happiness and joy. We touch on values and what they mean to us in each of those as well. So one of the things that can bring me happiness and that makes me smile is being with other people who make me smile. And there have been studies that show we are at our happiness when we're around those who make us happy, and we stick with those who are really joyful in their lives, and we kind of let that rub off on us. So who would that be for you? Is that family? Is it your best friend? Is it a pet? Is it, for example, one of your friend's kids? What is it that makes you happy? Who makes you smile when you're around them? And how often do you stop to consider and accept the good that you've got in your life? When you stop and take stock of what's working in your life and what you perhaps have looked at changing recently, and you've seen the impact that has, when good things happen, even if they are very little ones, I want you to remember to let them into your life and accept that they are good. Think about the areas in your life where you already have everything you need. You're already satisfied by that area. And think about, what makes you feel alive, or how you can really do more or be more of that in your life. So do things you love. Okay, maybe skydiving's not for you. Maybe you're not one to take a long holiday sunbathing on the beach. Maybe you're more somebody who likes to grab the bull by the horns and go wild camping and mountain biking and just be active. And that activity gives you a sense of freedom and happiness and joy. As long as you get to do the things you love every once in a while, even if it's not every single day, you will begin to feel greater happiness. Have you already found your purpose in life? There are some people who believe that they will just come upon it. And that's fine. Sometimes that happens. But there are other people who really need to go out there and hunt down the thing that makes them feel fulfilled, that purpose in life. Which one are you? And do you listen to your head more than you listen to your heart? Does that matter to you? When you find something you enjoy, how often do you then think about making that, for example, your full-time job or your full-time role? How can you bring more of it into everyday life? Perhaps it's not the time for you to stop your current job and jump into your hobby straight away. Because we have to be sometimes sensible about this and consider things like, for example, the financial implication it would have on us, or the impact it has on our family, our relationships, the knock-on effect, if you like, that us jumping at something can have on other people. That's not to say you can't do it. There could be a compromise for you somewhere in there to allow you to do more of what you enjoy and get to a point where you're financially stable to leave that full-time job, for example, and jump into your hobby more fully and more permanently. But how are you going to do that? Are you pushing yourself? Are you open to change? I know sometimes that can be a scary word. Change makes some people uncomfortable, but change will happen. So what's your contingency plan? Where are you going to bolster yourself and your experiences? These are all things that can bring and show happiness and fulfillment into our lives and within our grasp. Sometimes we just have to stretch out and grab them. But understanding what works best for you is really the first step in finding more happiness, more fulfillment, more joy in your day-to-day life. So when are you going to take that chance? One thing I'd like you to think about is, I always say I am a work in progress. And one of the key phrases that I like to remember is progress, not perfection. In my procrastination podcast, as well as others, you'll have heard me speak about how I like things to be right. Almost waiting for them to be perfect stops me from doing them. So I'm a work in progress, as I've said, and I'm trying to go with progress, not perfection, as one of my new mottos. What about you? Drop me a message. Feel free to share this podcast with others. Let me know how you're going to find fulfillment in your life. And don't forget, I can easily help you think these things through. Reach out to connect with me and look at booking your free, no obligation discovery call, where we can think a little bit about what it is you're looking for to bring fulfillment into your life. In the meantime, as ever, please look after yourself, stay safe, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. Bye for now.